crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready, 10, come on. 6 down.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
55, check, 55, Mike. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Boom.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check, Mike, 54, 64, wait. Come on,
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half and some of these shorter gains.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Dak on the option left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put them on the buses. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
3rd and long for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins on the crossing route, complete. That's Reed. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Second down, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
This is caught. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Going with Coleman, the fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Derek Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in the rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott now. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A first down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Check 53. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. We're going to 54. Right here. Hey, kill.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 47. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Prescott from the gun. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Here we go, 47. 51 to Mike.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Prescott under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Check right 54. Right 54. He can't hang.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Check.
On second down now, it's Peterson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
At the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Haskins to throw on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 24. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On play action, Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Under 10 to 6, roll it high.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The throw complete here to Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
Let's go. Henry, Mike 54. Exit.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Makes the score Redskins 28, Cowboys 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Prescott. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl. Here go 46. 51 to Mike. 56.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Buying time to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Everybody, slide in. 51.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matthew Ioannidis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Prescott, he can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. 1st down, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.